perhaps like 12 years ago, first time when I discovered it.
12 years ago.
Yes, I had different accounts. So this one right now I'm using since a few years ago, but I had some previous ones.
What are some of the benefits that you feel you get from being with a studio?
There are plenty of benefits. First of all, I can make them this cooperation because I've been working from home and I saw how I'm not serious about the working hours. So I've been streaming 2 hours and then I was like, I'm hungry, I'll do something else and so on. So I was not focusing on the schedule and I was not doing the hours necessary per day. So first of all is that. Second is that whenever you need technical support or whatever, you're having a problem, you don't know how to figure it out, you're panicking, you're whatever. So we have the trainers, like in few seconds, they will just answer to me and help me with whatever I need. Then I don't think you will have the photo shootings so well made because we have professional people here doing everything. So I think that's a big advantage. Also it's this, how should I say, like a community, like a family. We stay together here, we eat together, we drink our coffee together, we share experiences, we make jokes, we create friendships. So it's like a big family that kept me here.
That's incredible. So you feel like you're completely supported in everything that you need to be successful in the industry through your studio.
I wouldn't be where I am today without them, I think. Like on my own efforts, no. And you know what? Routine is very important. I see whenever I go on a vacation how I ruin my routine and then I regret it because we need it. We need it. We need to work our brain. We need to go somewhere and do something. Because if we just stay at home, working from home, then where's the social part? You don't go anywhere. Maybe you go out a little bit, but then you will feel like you are locked inside four walls or something like that.
That's incredible. You're so right. Routine is important. And I also really like what you said about the fact that your studio gives you a sense of community and togetherness with the people you work with, like a family. That's so important. How did you decide that Jasmin was the right platform for you?
I tried a few others. Like I liked this in the first place because it was the first one I had the contact with in this industry. But then I was curious to try the others. I gave up to the other one because you know what? This is the best. I had the biggest income since I became an exclusive model here, not before.
Wow. So since becoming exclusive and just focusing on one site, Jasmin, you've had the largest income throughout your career.
I doubled, tripled my income.
Wow.
I was able to focus on this person's here. I knew exactly which one wants whatever, which one likes whatever, and it's easier to handle it. And if you focus on it and you really desire this to work out, to be successful for you, then you will achieve it at one point.
Yes, absolutely. I'm curious, you've been in the industry for 12 years. What are some of your favorite aspects of your career?
I like the attention, as I said in that video as well. I like the attention. I like to talk with different people from all around the world. I've been learning things. When I came here, I had no idea to speak English, really. Like I knew a few words, but I had no idea. I learned English here. I learned to appreciate myself here. I learned how man mind works, and I started to like it. I also like the sexual part. I mean, why to not admit it when it's like, yeah, I like that part too.
Yeah, I think that's so important to like what you're doing. You're proud of your work and admitting that the sexual part, if you're doing what's comfortable for you, which is completely in your hands, I feel like it could be quite fun, right?
It is. Everyone is doing it anyway. I mean, everyone is talking. We're thinking about the things that we discuss on LiveJasmin. And there we are free to say it loud and clear when in your social circles you will not be able to talk about those things. So yeah, hell yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely. Yeah, you get to talk about it openly, and like you said, people are thinking about it anyway, or even talking about it, but they're not getting paid to. So it's like win-win.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
You mentioned a few moments ago that you've even learned more about the psychology of men and how their mind works, right?
Don't tell anyone, but I bought books to learn about
Oh,
this.
I love that. I love that. Okay. Do you feel like your direct experience helped you at all?
Um, yes, it helps. It helps. You are dealing with plenty people. Everyone has a different point of view, a different filter of seeing the things, different desires, different everything. So you have to be able to adapt yourself to each person. And for that, you need to learn how people mind work, especially men. We are talking about men mostly.
What would you say is the biggest lesson you've learned in your time on Jasmine?
I think I've been learning all these years things about myself and the fact that I must appreciate myself more because I was not used to appreciate myself. I was always seeing in the mirror only the bad spots of myself, and I did not pay attention to the good parts. And I learned to love myself more, I think, in that way.
That is so beautiful. I feel like I mean, that might be one of the greatest gifts you can get is to learn self-love
Yes.
because it's the foundation for everything else in your life, you know,
That's
everything.
how you achieve your goals and whatever with that self-confidence.
Everything, yes. Your goals, your happiness, you know, absolutely.
I agree. I agree.
Do you feel like, I mean, you've pretty much answered this question that my guess would be yes, but um, do you feel you've grown as a woman and in what ways since being on
Yes.
Jasmine?
Definitely. I was very young and I had no idea about anything what's going on here. I had no idea about my sexuality. Like in all this time I discovered things about my own sexuality, not only the everyone else around me sexuality, which is a pretty big thing, I would say. Even people would say, oh, you learn about your sexuality. Yes, which is very important to learn exactly what you like, what you dislike, what are your limits, what are your boundaries, all this.
Yes, absolutely. That is like and what's interesting is that's the part that we're not taught in society. You know, it's still like
Like a
taboo.
taboo.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is, and that's a shame because it's a part of us that we are trying to hide there, which is not good.
Mhm. Absolutely. I mean, you've just shared some incredible benefits with your time on Jasmine and in this industry. I'd say almost like a life education and growth process that a lot of people don't have. You know, you've gotten to learn about the psychology of people. And I think the most important and beautiful thing is that you've learned how to love yourself. Um, But I'm curious about some of the other rewards that come from this industry. What are some freedoms or luxuries that you've been able to enjoy because of your work on Jasmine that maybe you didn't have or enjoy before?
I did not have because my family it's a modest family. They were able to support me with the necessary, but not with luxurious things or whatever. And we are girls. We see things, especially because it started with internet, and it was easier for us to see things, fashion, whatever. And then I started to desire things that I couldn't get myself without working for it and which industry to choose, but that one that it helps you grow fast and really good. So I afforded to buy an apartment, a car, I don't know, jewelry, clothes, whatever I wanted, vacations. So I know that whenever I go on LiveJasmin, I know that there is no hour without making money. So I know that I just go and then no matter what's the amount of it, at the end of the day, if you calculate it, it's going to be just fine. And then you start to plan things and you achieve the plans, you're very happy.
That's incredible. That is incredible. I love what you said that you know that if you go online, you're making money, period, on LiveJasmin.
Definitely, definitely, because there's the traffic and there's the potential. And if you want that, well, not, I won't do it if I will just go and stay there without doing anything or talking. But if you want that, yes, it's happening.
I want to switch topics a little bit and talk to you about the members.
Sure.
You have a lot of experience in the industry with 12 years. That's a great amount of time. And I'm curious about, from your experience, what would you say is the number one thing members really want?
Um, it's not a physical part they want. That's all. People are thinking, oh, they're there just for your body. No, most of them just need company and they need to be seen, to be listened, because perhaps they don't have that in their daily routine and they need that. They need attention just as we girls need. So I think that's it. The attention and the company with a smile on your face. That's what they desire mostly.
Yeah. And like, to me, that's another way of saying that. It's like a form of love. A lot of these guys just want love and joy. And I mean, like you said, we all want that.
Exactly, exactly. Not all of them are here for whatever people are thinking. Everyone is looking for something else. And lately I noticed that many guys, like more than 50% of them, are there just to talk or to go with the flow, whatever it happens.
Wow. So you feel like recently you're seeing that more and more.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
the other side as well, but plenty of them, yes, for the attention, for the conversation, for creating a connection from, for escaping from their own reality, for it's not all about sexual content, which is a benefit for the models. Also, we can choose if we want to do things or not. That should be a point, like for everyone to understand it.
yeah, let's talk more about that. Like that you're able to choose who you engage with, what you do.
Just as they are able to choose which model they want to spend their time with, just like that, you as the model, if you don't feel comfortable or whatever, you can simply refuse it politely. I mean, no one is forcing you to do absolutely anything. It's only up to you, whatever you do, and in which direction you bring the conversation. Because if you basically go on that direction, on the sexual direction, obviously he will follow. But if you start talking and asking and digging, because that's what we girls do, then maybe you will just turn the way in some other direction and you'll create a real connection.
Yeah. Have you created any real connections with members?
Yes, yes, during the time, yes. Some of them I really like them.
I feel like maybe the members feel safer, maybe even the model feels safer to share things that maybe they normally wouldn't with people engaged with.
Definitely, definitely. They will not dare to say things that they are saying here in reality because they know this is like a secret little place where we are sharing our deepest desires, kinkiness, but in reality they will not dare it. So without this place, they will bury those desires inside them, and we all know what's going on when you bury things inside you and you become anxious, depressed, and stressed, and all that. So it's a way to release the stress.
Wow, beautiful. Do you have a favorite memory on LiveJasmin?
I remember once I just went online with a mood like, I don't know, when you wake up grumpy and moody, and basically you are not in mood for anything, but you are telling to yourself, I have to do this. And I came here and I was like so and so. And then suddenly someone I did not know that number at all just came there, and then 15 minutes I was just making a bunch of money, and I was like, wow, what just happened? So yeah, you have surprises like this, plenty of them. Mm,
Wow. So it's like your whole day turned around.
exactly, but it happens like this. Sometimes we have hours with less productivity, and you are like, oh, I don't like this day, I'm going to leave, I don't stay anymore, blah, blah, whatever we say. And then it's like, boom, and you are like, maybe I should stay online a little bit more.
Some of these guys, like we just talked about, they really depend on their interactions with the site to get a little bit of joy or fun or pleasure or connection in their life. And you are the source of that for them. It's true.
Yeah, it is. It feels good. On the side, it feels good. On the other side, it's complicated because they are plenty. So somehow you are one and there are so many, and you have to share yourself in all those directions. But yes, it is a way for them to get joy, to, as I said earlier, to escape from routine reality, to just forget a little bit about everything and be themselves for real, 100%. Because here they are themselves. You can feel it in the way they talk, in the way they transmit the information. You can feel it that they are true.
That's beautiful. How does it feel for you knowing that you are making a huge difference in so many people's lives?
I hope it's a good influence. It's a good one because I'm always trying my best to make everyone happy. I don't want to be a disappointment.
Oh, well, I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're not. Um, I am curious if there's anything about the industry or your experiences with Jasmin, your time on Jasmin that we haven't talked about that you would like to.
I met people from the Jasmin team in the Jasmin campus or Jasmin Academy here in our city, in our studio. And I've been there to their buildings where they work. And you know what? I absolutely love how these people work. So they put you in such a good mood. They are always nice and helpful, the most polite and respectful people I ever met. I've been in Jasmine campus for a few days, and I have to confess it was unbelievably. It was very nice. Imagine a bunch of girls laughing, sharing little kinkiness things about our private chats or whatever. Imagine that it's all about laughs and jokes and a glass of wine, and it's beautiful. So if I would have to share something, it's just the fact that I love to work with these people. Really.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. So beautiful. I love, like, I could feel the fun and the joy that you probably experienced at Jasmine campus. That sounds incredible.
Yes, yes, indeed.
I like to end the interviews by just asking one final question, which is, what's something that you're the most grateful for in your life right now?
My family. My
Mm.
family because I have a beautiful daughter. And everything I try to do here is just to achieve things for our future. And step by step, I'm reaching them. Baby steps is true, but I'm still reaching my goals. So it's all very nice lately.
Thank you so much.
As well, you're very beautiful, and it was a pleasure for me.
Oh, me as well. I really appreciate your time and your story and your beauty. Yes, thank
Thank you
you.
so much.